Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me tonight. I have to tell you, I was having some technical difficulties today. So I am actually streaming this again. I streamed it earlier on YouTube and also on the Rewind Network. So if you haven't downloaded the Rewind app, definitely want to make sure that you do so you can catch all the wonderful plethora of shows that we have on there. Also, when I go live, you could watch me on there as well. So, those of you who are on my Facebook page and as well as in the Rewind Network, I just want to make sure that you are able to see. Yes, I'm noticing that. All right, so just want to make sure that everything is up and running properly. Okay. StreamYard tonight was not really nice to me. So I'm doing this again for those of you who are waiting. So I apologize if you were waiting for me on Facebook to go live with this webinar. So today we are going to be discussing gut health and the power of prebiotics and probiotics. So we can get started. Yes. So we'll get started with this. So one of the things I think is really important now that we are entering the fall months and it's going to start to get colder as we get into the winter months, it's really important that we start to build up and do things to help boost our immune system to, kind of safeguard us from certain viruses and diseases. So tonight I'll be giving you a little insight on what are some prebiotics that you could incorporate and probiotics and why it's important to make sure that you incorporate both of these into your diet and lifestyle because they actually work in tandem with one another. They don't work without each other. And you'll be really surprised that some of the things I mentioned tonight you probably have in your diet as well. And I'll also be sharing a recipe with you. So we'll get started. So before I even get into the this particular topic we're talking about tonight, I just wanted to just stress and look at the holistic wheel of health because I believe it's important that we realize that when we're looking at ourselves as a whole being and looking at holistic health, we are looking at all aspects of our life and how everything, every single thing is connected. Um, Everything's connected to you. You are in the center of your circle. And within your circle, things that will definitely impact and affect your health, occupation, right? Finances, your emotional, how you deal with things on an emotional level, social, spiritual, environmental, your surroundings, looking at that when we talk about your environment. What are you surrounded by? Things of that nature. Intellectual and physical, right? So these are all aspects of the holistic wheel of health. Everything, you are in the center of that circle and everything is connected through you. So we're going to get started what you came here for, to learn more about gut health. And what exactly is the gut? Now, when we're talking about the gut, we're referring to your overall well-being of your digestive system. Now, 70% of your immune system actually resides in your gut, and it plays a very important role in maintaining your body's immune system. So it's important that you are you are intaking proper nutrition, also, excuse me, your proper metabolism, and also it looks at how you absorb nutrients into your body, right? Now, you may be taking in healthy foods and notice that you might not be able to lose weight or you're having issues, other issues going on, and that could be due to nutrient absorption. So it's important that you understand what that is as well when we're talking about your gut. Now, when we're looking at prebiotics and probiotics, we're going to the differences between the two because we hear so much about probiotics, and I've heard this from customers and clients of mine when I start to teach them about prebiotics. These are things they never heard of. So today we'll be discussing that. And as you know, at my course at Dropping Gems Academy for Holistic Studies, well, various courses that we have there, we go into so many different topics dealing with gut health, detoxification, prebiotics, probiotics, even teaching you how to make your own probiotics, right? So I will continue. Now, what are prebiotics? When we're looking at prebiotics, they are a type of fiber that feeds good gut bacteria, right? So a lot of times when we hear the word bacteria, we tend to associate that with something as being negative, and it's truly not. It is bacteria. You have good and bad bacteria. It's important that you know what is the good bacteria that you're feeding your gut with. Now, the gut has about 500 gut flora in it, good gut flora, and it's important that we continue to know how to feed that. So one of the things with taking prebiotics, it does that because it helps to improve your gut health and boost your metabolism. Prebiotics are found in spices such as garlic, onions, fruits such as bananas, vegetables such as asparagus, also in whole grains and legumes. So when we're talking about whole grains, we could be talking about oatmeal. Also legumes such as lentils, right? Prebiotics are found in these things. Research suggests that one could benefit from intaking prebiotics because it helps with weight management, also your heart health and brain function. Consuming too much may cause digestive discomfort and bloating. So one thing you do, you need to be careful when you are intaking prebiotics. Now, here is a list. This is not an exhaustive list of prebiotic foods, but there are some foods that are actually you might be familiar with. All right. So when we're looking at prebiotics, we're talking about garlic, onions, asparagus, those things I mentioned earlier. Fruits like bananas and apples, whole grains such as brown rice, quinoa. I know that quinoa is actually a seed. I know some of you might say that, but it is eaten as a grain, so that's why it's on the list. Whole wheat bread, such as like Ezekiel 4:9 bread, right? That is a prebiotic food for those of you who eat or buy Ezekiel 4:9 bread. Ezekiel 4:9 bread is the bread that I use particularly because it is a prebiotic and it's made from sprouted grain. So that's one of the reasons why I like to eat it. Oatmeal, as I mentioned earlier, and bulgur. These are all different types of prebiotic foods that you can eat. By incorporating these foods in your diet, you help promote a healthy gut and improve your overall health. So that's why it's so important to incorporate it in your diet. Next thing we're going to be looking at are probiotics. So when we're looking at probiotics, they are live microorganisms, okay? So probiotics are live microorganisms, prebiotics are not. They are found in fermented foods or supplements. Probiotics promote the growth of beneficial bacteria that you need in your gut. They improve digestive health because of this, because of promoting the growth of the beneficial bacteria. It will then in tandem improve your digestive health, boost your immune system, just like the prebiotics do. See how they work hand in hand. And not only do prebiotics aid in weight loss, so do probiotics. So you see those two are very similar in that sense. They also have health benefits based on the strain of the probiotics. One is very popular is lactobacillus. Lactobacillus. That is a strain of probiotics you'll see in a lot of when you buy over the counter or in a supermarket or even at like the drugstore. I know Walgreens sells probiotics. Drugstore like that, or CVS or Rite Aid, you'll tend to see that on the label, lactobacillus. I don't know, I'm tongue tied tonight. Lactobacillus will be on the actual jar, and they come in different dosages. I personally cannot take probiotics over the counter. I like to make them myself. They work best if I make them. So that's one of the things at Dropping Gems Academy. We teach you how to do certain things. So I like to do how-to videos and really make the lessons as multi-sensory as possible, being that I am a special ed teacher. I believe in making and creating multi-sensory lessons. So that's one of the things. We'll move on. Now, going to the types of foods. So types of probiotic foods. Many people are familiar with yogurt. Also yogurt alternatives for those of us who are lactose intolerant, like myself. I cannot eat yogurt, cheese, I can't drink milk and things like that. So I use more of plant-based. So for me, if you don't have a nut allergy, an example of yogurt alternative type of yogurt would be like yogurt made with coconut or almond or cashew. I've even seen I've seen yogurt made from oats. I've never tried it, but that's something I've seen. So that's really good for those who have seed allergy or they may have a nut allergy. Rejuvelac and Rejuvelac, that is a probiotic food. I know it's a drink and I have food here, but Rejuvelac, I actually go really talk about that in my books, Holistic Gem and Healthy Gems. So Rejuvelac is a drink that is made from wheatgrass seed or wheatgrass germ. And it's the same thing that is used to grow wheatgrass is what they make Rejuvelac from. It actually is a drink that was invented and pioneered by Anne Wigram. And as I just mentioned, I go more into it in my book and also in the course as well. I show you how to make your own Rejuvelac. It's not very difficult to do, but I definitely go through it and show you how it's made. Kefir is another drink. They actually have water kefir and they have milk kefir. Kefir or kefir, either or. There's both ways of you might hear someone pronounce it. So basically those are grains that you use, the fermented grains that you put into water or into milk, and you make your own fermented drinks that way. It's kind of reminiscent of kombucha, if you think about kefir. Kombucha is also another probiotic food as well. Fermented vegetables, so such as kimchi. Kimchi is really popular. Pickles. Pickles, that's another thing that I teach as well, how to make your own fermented vegetables. I know lots of times, you might go to the grocery store and pick up your own pickles. But what I like about fermenting your own vegetables is that you're able to put whatever you want and put any type of seasoning and make it however you want. You could personalize it. And it's so good when you make it yourself. I've made all sorts of pickled vegetables, but my favorite in particular is okra. I love okra. So learning how to make your own probiotic food is great, because not only do you know what's in it, you're also doing your gut a favor as well. Another thing I want you to keep in mind, if you are purchasing fermented foods from the supermarket, make sure that it's not pasteurized. So when something or a food is pasteurized, it's actually been exposed to heat. So when the food is exposed to heat, what happens is it kills off all the good bacteria. So there won't be any active probiotics in it. So it's important that when you are purchasing probiotic foods, that you're purchasing food, the probiotic food, to make sure that it is not pasteurized. You don't want to buy anything that's pasteurized when you are buying any of these types of foods. But as I said, making it yourself is even better. And I could teach you how to do that. Now we're going to be going and looking at gut-friendly snack. So this is just an example of style of video that I like to show at Dropping Gems Academy when I'm showing you how to uh, make your own snacks or anything like that. So let's see it here. All right. So I'm going to play it for you.
Today, I will show you how to make energy balls that can be eaten for breakfast or when you want a guilt-free snack. The ingredients include dates, oatmeal. You could use quick oatmeal or old-fashioned, flax seeds, maple syrup, cacao, coconut flakes, and vanilla extract. Oatmeal assists with binding the balls together and are a prebiotic, which help to feed the friendly bacteria in your gut. It's also important for a healthy digestive system. Medjool dates contain a good source of selenium, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and copper. Studies have shown that they help to stimulate the immune system and reduce inflammation. The key ingredient in this recipe is cacao, and it's considered a superfood. According to WebMD, it is packed with flavonoids, and this is a nutrient that has been shown to help lower blood pressure, improve blood flow to the heart, and aid in preventing blood clots. The flavonoids in cacao powder may help with increased insulin sensitivity and reduce your risk of diabetes. Now, I'm going to show you how to make these delicious energy balls. And if you notice, I mentioned the ingredient cacao. Cacao is actually raw chocolate, which is great. It's also considered a superfood, and I like to use it in many things. I actually use it too when I'm making myself hot chocolate. Instead of using cocoa powder, I use cacao powder. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So the first thing you're going to need are some dates. This recipe calls for 4 dates. So you want 4 pitted dates. So you actually want to remove the pit. You're also going to need a food processor for this recipe as well. Make sure that you remove the pit because you do not want to destroy your food processor. Not cool at all. So I'm going to put the dates in here first. And then what I like to do is once I put the dates in there, I like to ground it up. Put it through the food processor. So I'm going to grind that up first. Okay, next I'm going to add the oatmeal. I'm using a half a cup of oatmeal here. You could use old-fashioned oats or quick oats. And that's going to help to bind the balls together. Here I have some flax seeds. So I have a tablespoon of flax seeds, which I'm going to add. And remember, flax seeds, you get your omega-6 and omega-3. Omega-3 especially is important. I have the coconut flakes here for your fiber. I'm going to add some maple syrup. So I added a tablespoon of coconut flakes, and I have a half a tablespoon of maple syrup that I'm adding. I have vanilla extract here, and I actually made this vanilla extract myself. In an episode, I will be showing you how to make your own vanilla extract. It's a very simple recipe. And what I have here, the key ingredient, cacao, which is a superfood, and basically what all it is raw chocolate. So now I'm going to grind up all these ingredients together so we can make our balls, our energy balls. All right, I feel as though I grinded that up enough. So I'm going to remove the cover, and I'm going to take a spoon, and it's very simple. You just take it, and you place it in your hand, and you just roll it. It's that simple. I actually have some here that I pre-made. Just roll it, and I'll show you one more time. I'll do it one more time. You just put it in your hand, get a spoon, take it out, put it in your hand, and you just roll it. That's simple, and that's it. Try it. It's a great snack, especially if you are like chocolate like I do, and there's certain times of the month where I need my chocolate fix, and this really helps too. It helps to fill that spot, or it really hits the spot when I really want my chocolate fix. And this is healthy, guilt-free snack, so give it a try.
So we are going to continue. I just want to give you an example of some of the footage or some of the videos that we show at Dropping Gems Academy on how to make certain things, and you could incorporate simple recipes that you could add. Also, in our workbook that comes with the course, we do include different recipes that you could use within your whole lifestyle at home, with things you could have prepared for the kids, for your husband, spouse, wife, domestic partner. So that's important as well. So I just wanted to share that with you as an example of a video that we have here. So we're going to get into summarize now some of the gut facts. So when looking at your gut, as I had mentioned earlier within this webinar, 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. It contains 500 types of bacteria or gut flora, as I mentioned earlier. Prebiotics are important because it is dietary fiber that feeds the good bacteria in your gut. So you notice in that video that I just showed you about gut-friendly food, it had certain ingredients in it that were high in dietary fiber, such as the coconut flakes and the oats as well. So when you incorporate these dietary fibers in your diet, it helps to feed the good bacteria and promotes overall digestive health. Another thing, when looking at probiotics, by ingesting fermented foods, like I mentioned earlier, such as yogurt, also yogurt alternative, or even probiotics. It assists with replenishing the good bacteria in your gut. Now, not everyone's diet is going to be perfect, so it's important that we are incorporating these good bacteria into your gut to help replenish any good bacteria that's lost. And sometimes if we take certain medications, we might be on antibiotics. That's why some doctors will tell you if you've taken an antibiotics, you should also take probiotics after consuming antibiotics, because you were replenishing that good bacteria that was killed off. Now, I just wanted to tell you, those of you who enjoyed the webinar tonight and you want to learn more about your immune health, we here at Holistic uh, are teaching a holistic, we here at Dropping Gems Academy are teaching a holistic immune health masterclass. And you can sign up today. So if you are interested in learning about different ways to boost your immune system, you can sign up. Our course is very comprehensive, and you will definitely learn a holistic approach to wellness, because everything that I teach here as the lead instructor of Dropping Gems Academy is all about holistic wellness, right? So it's not just discussing what's at the end of your fork, but looking at you as a whole person. So you could visit Dropping Gems Academy or droppinggems.com to learn more. And what I'm also offering at the school is if you enroll, you also have a chance to receive a certification from Dropping Gems Academy to elevate your expertise in holistic immune health. So you don't want to miss out. All right, then. So you definitely, what you could do if you are watching this on YouTube, Rewind Network, and you're able to, you could scan the QR code right on the screen to check out droppinggems.com. And not only that, what we're offering when you do sign up, we're offering a free ebook. Just give me a second. I will show you. We're offering a free ebook, 21 Immune Health Secrets, for free. So you want to make sure that you check it out so you could download your free book today. It has been a pleasure as always. I am your lead instructor for Dropping Gems Academy for Holistic Studies. And I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful evening, and peace, love, much abundance to you. This is Keisha Christian signing off.